Hey friends, how are you doing? Happy Easter to everybody. I just wanted to make a quick video about what's been going on in the UK TikTok scene. There is a lot of darkness entering the scene, especially with the whole Ricksta situation that I guess all of us should be aware of, maybe almost all of us. I've talked about this, my last two recent videos have discussed this topic, so I don't really want to get too deep into it, but it's interesting how people are profiting off of the situation, right? Because people are saying they don't want to be talked about, stop talking about them, they'll stop talking about whoever they're talking about, but yet they continue to do literally the opposite, which is talk about people they've told to stop talking about them. And when those people say, yeah, I'm also gonna stop talking about you, they don't do that. They just continue talking about the person that they say they will stop talking about. Weird, strange, put it off as whatever, but literally it is a money making factory is all this is. And Ricksta isn't really a dumb guy. He knows that this is gonna get him the views. This is why he's making sure, the heart me's are in. You gotta tap the screen, you gotta get 100k or more likes, and he comes on and he rants and he rants and he rants. And other people are also not foolish because they know that they can talk about the situation, be super overly outraged. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be. You should be outraged because it's wrong to just show up at somebody's house because you're really taking it IRL. And as I said before, things can actually escalate really quickly. A lot of people are not aware how quickly somebody can get into their emotions, their feelings, and then things happen where it gets escalated to a point where it's a fight or, weapons are being brought in. And it is never going to end well when that happens, because once you start going IRL, there's a precedent, and then more and more people may feel comfortable going IRL. That's all I'm going to really say about it. I mean, a lot of us have our opinions on the whole Ricksta situation. Once again, Ricksta and Talia, they're not dumb. They're gonna make money off of this. And other people who are, pointing the finger at Ricksta, saying that he did wrong, which they are right about, right? Even on Sully's like, it was wrong what he did, which I agree with her. But there's still people who know that this is still a money-making opportunity, and speaking about the situation will make them money, and that's exactly what they're going to be doing. So people are going to keep milking this, and, people are going to keep talking about each other, even though they're saying they're going to stop talking about each other, but it never stops. It's a circle. Some of us might think, hey, it's getting kind of boring now. Some of us might think, hey, it's getting kind of dark right now. A lot of us might think, hey, it is getting boring. It's also getting dark. And people are just not liking where things are going as a whole in the community. So what to now? How are we going to address this situation? What are we going to do about this to stop any escalation IRL? Because before, calling the cops was a thing that, some people might do. Other people frowned about that, and then it became normalized. Now, everyone's calling the cops. Elphab is calling the cops. CLA is calling the cops. Corey is calling the cops. Miss Red's calling the cops. Evil Queen's calling the cops. Everybody is calling the cops. It's become normalized. Now, is this IRL going to people's homes? Is it going to become the new normal? Who knows? I can't predict the future. All I gotta say is that I've just seen event after event, time after time, even with how long I've been here, which isn't really that long at all, and me being on the internet, which in perspective really truly isn't that long either. I've just seen a lot of things just escalate and add on, and then there's gonna be history with people, with this person not liking that this person took this individual side, that person not liking that person took that individual side, and then there is more anger and more hate, and it gets added on and on and on and on, and it's just never ending thing. And hey, some people like this. Some people love the drama that is going to this point. and they can't stop. They can't get enough. They love where this is going. Some of us might not, but some people do. Some people love it when Ricksta shows up at somebody's house and then we gotta talk about it, how it's wrong, how it's bad, you should never do that, he could get arrested, call the police. But hey, people love it. Some people want to sit on their computers, their laptops, their phones, and have a chat about it, talk about it. This is, how they interact with people, is talking about and unmushing the things that Ricksta is doing. Now, once again, I'm not saying that what Ricksta did is okay. I'm just trying to rationalize it all. I'm just trying to figure out how and where is this gonna go? Is this gonna end? Is Ricksta gonna stop talking about things? Probably not. I don't see any future where Ricksta is gonna, unless something truly outrageous happens. Because it seems that's how, I don't know, society these days, a lot of people only learn when there's something super, super serious happens in their life-changing situation. They don't learn from the mistakes of other people, from the examples of other people. The way they have to learn is like the movie Saw, where they get themselves into a shocking situation. Something has to happen for them to get out of it, and then there's the aftermath, right? I don't know how society has gotten to this point. I don't know where society is going, especially with the invention of social media and having this, be a part of so many people's lives in a significant way, where people, they have to come online, they have to check what the hell's going on in their space, see what the newest, latest gossip is, and that's their tea for the day to talk about, which in a general sense, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, people would do this with soap operas, right? With the novellas. People would do this all the time. Days of Our Lives, ER, Santa Barbara, like all these, this has been going on for decades upon decades upon decades, where people, find some sort of like bond, kinship with their shows. They don't like this person. They really love this person, etc., etc., etc. And then what happens now? Who's the bad guy in this situation? Is Ricksta the bad guy? Is Ricksta the bad guy? Is Talia a bad person for what's happening? Are we going to differentiate? Because life is very messy and very muddy, and there is a very gray area. There's truly nothing black and white. There's always a mix, right? There's people who might be good people that do bad things. There might be bad people that do good things. Life is never truly that black and white, that clear cut. But hey, these are my thoughts. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. So please leave me a comment. Tell me what's up. And people, it is a Friday. It's Easter Friday. And if you are celebrating, then have a great one. And I'll see you over the weekend. Cheers.